Hey everybody, welcome back to Dear Twin Flame. I missed recording yesterday. We were kind of busy. I'll get to that in a bit. But I wanted to share something that I found really interesting. Interesting in the universe is spooky kind of interesting. Anyway, so on my channel, you can make comments, obviously. And I've only ever received one that I'm aware of, but I've had emails from people. So I am getting communication, but I haven't been getting comments on the actual videos, which was fine. But what I found interesting was that, I had asked my twin flame if he could respond so I knew whether or not to continue with these videos or not. And he never did, and I never got any kind of response off of my like any kind of comments from anyone that I could see until after I was led by a breadcrumbs to speak to him in person. And then since then I found all these comments that other people have written, whether some of them were bots or whatever, but they've all of a sudden appeared and people are commenting, and I was like, wait, what? I've been doing this since October, never received a comment save one, and then all of a sudden, as soon as I talk to him directly, all of a sudden I'm getting responses from other people. It was very serendipitous or coincidental. I don't know. It was very things that make you go, Anyway, I've had comments now, which is a whole new experience other than the emails that I've had from people, which I really, really love. So, for those of you who are watching who are not my twin flame, or, my twin flame, if you want to email, you can, deartwinflame@gmail.com. Excuse me. So, now that I got that out of the way, because I just thought it was weird and spooky, and the universe makes you walk a path to get you to where you want to be. So if I had been getting replies and I don't know that I would have questioned things, but I did, and it forced me to go. Anyway, whatever. I just found it weird, so I thought I would share that. But so back to things that make, sharing things to make you happy. Today is not about jokes or stupid TikTok videos or antics by my kids. It's really I didn't get a chance to record yesterday because we spent the day spreading love amongst our friends and family, and so that took up our day, and we got home pretty late. So I was gonna share some of that, because one of the ways that you can be happy or help yourself be happy or find happiness in unhappy situations, I suppose, is to give to others, because when universal law says when you give abundance out, it will come back tenfold. So it's not why I do it, but it makes me feel good, which I guess absolutely is an abundance coming back. So yesterday we were sharing love, and so I'm going to give you a blow by blow of our day, and I hope it makes you smile, or at least see how we made others smile, and maybe take it amongst yourselves to spread the love to the people in your world. So first we went to visit my grandmother, and it's about 45 minutes away. So we all hopped in the car, and we took some of my girls' rock creations, some big ones, some little ones, and we called my mom and said, hey, we're going to visit Grandma. If you want to keep your distance and come join us, we'll meet you there. So she did. She hopped in her car, and we stopped at the Dairy Queen and picked up some sweet treats for my grandma, and for everybody, but drove over to her place and sat in her backyard, probably 15-20 feet apart, but still keeping our social distance, so following the rules. Anyway, and brought her an ice cream, and she was so happy. She was so happy. It made my heart happy to see how happy she just kept saying over and over, "This is so nice. This is so nice. I've missed your faces." And it's funny because we talk to her regularly on social media or FaceTime or Zoom or whatever program you want to call it. We do call her regularly, and we've played games with her online, but for her this is really hard because she's alone. She's by herself, so the only contact she has is via technology. So for her to have people stop by and bring her a treat and just sit with her, even if we couldn't give her a hug or go inside, she was still really happy to see us. So that was awesome. It was really funny though. We took her, I ordered her a small blizzard. They ended up giving me a medium blizzard, and I knew that she'd say, "Oh, this is too much. I can't eat this." And sure enough, when we got there, she's like, "Oh my goodness, this is wonderful, but I'll never be able to eat this. Oh, I'll just eat a little bit, and then I'll put it in the freezer and I'll eat it later." And I was like, "That's fine, Grandma. Whatever you need. It's all good. You don't have to eat it. We're not trying to force it on you." And she's like, "Oh, but it's so good." Anyway, long story short, by the time we left, she'd eaten the whole thing. She's like, "Oh my goodness, I can't believe I ate the whole thing." It was really fun. Anyway, it was nice to be able to do that for her because it wasn't anything huge. It wasn't anything, special. It was just, "Hey, we want to spend time with you. And here's an ice cream." So, but it made her really happy. And then after that, we took our show on the road and headed up north of Goderich to visit my kids' grandparents there. It was their grandma's birthday this past week. So the little bear had created another rock creature, a bigger one, a turtle. I don't have a picture of that one, but ended up taking it to the farm and dropping that off, and again keeping our social distance out on the backyard, and just chatted with them for a while because again they don't see anybody. All of their kids are hours away, and they're not going into town, they're not seeing their friends. So just to see some familiar faces and to share Sadie's gift, it really meant a lot to them. And they're not ones to show a lot of emotion, but they were really happy for us to have stopped by. So that was good, and it was fun because I got to. My kids are always, "Oh, they don't care, but they really did, and my kids got to see that. So, when we got back in the car, I said, "So next time you guys say, 'Oh, it doesn't matter, they won't care,' you can remember this because people might say they don't care, but when you put yourself out there and show them some love, it's amazing how it can come back, even for those who might not necessarily do that on a regular." Anyway, after that we headed down to Port Albert because I needed a beach fix. Now I didn't actually get to the beach because we were running out of time, but we did see the water, and just seeing it brought a calm over me, which was awesome. I'm going to share you my picture. Hold on. There's my view, my favorite view. Oh, just the peace. So calm. Yeah, I miss it. I miss it very much. I miss it. Anyway, so it was really nice to see that as we came over the hill. Just the sun on it and the calm. Oh, I can't even explain what it does to my heart. So if we had done nothing else, just that view was enough to make it was nice. I'm gonna have to do that more often. Yeah. Anyway, we stopped in at my aunt's because she is now in my grandma's old house down in Port Albert. And again, visiting out on the lawn, Sadie dropped off this gift. I'm going to show you the picture. This was her crab. She couldn't wait to take it to them to put in their garden, and they were thrilled. So that was awesome too. but she worked really hard on it and she was super proud. We also dropped off these two, one from Amira and one from me, and it was actually really interesting because when we gave them to her, when we knocked on the door and then backed up and said, "We brought you a stone," my aunt started crying because she's like, "Oh my gosh, I saw you posting your drop-offs at other people's houses, and all I could think of was, we're too far away, we'll never get one, and here you are, and oh, you just made my day." So again, you know, it's just the little things. We took some time out of our day, and you know, and it's like I said, what you put out and give to others, they'll give back, and just their appreciation just filled my heart, and that's what it's all about, filling others' cups, and they're filling yours, and yeah, so it was a fun day. And then we headed home, gave my darling son a chance to do some back road driving because he's going a little crazy at the fact that he had his 16th birthday and can't get his license. So we went to where I learned how to drive, which is off the main roads, and let him do a little bit of that. So he was thrilled. So everybody was happy by the end of the evening. It was late getting home, and hence why we didn't why I didn't make a video. And then today's been a different kind of day, but still really fulfilling, and a different way that I find to fill myself up, fill my cup up. So as my twin flame knows, I am a big bake for the ones I love kind of person. It's funny because I don't necessarily like to eat it all, but I really like to bake for people. It's one of my love languages. So today I got up and I made my kids homemade Cinnabons, and they were beyond thrilled. It was interesting though, it was a different recipe than I've ever used, and it was really good because the actual roll part was closer to a biscuit, so it wasn't as sweet as most cinnamon rolls are. I mean, the icing was sweet, but you didn't have to have that, so it was nice. Anyway, they were happy, and it was very tasty, and yeah, back on the wagon tomorrow for that, you know, doing better for my body. Yeah. And then what did I do? Earlier I walked the dog because it's always a good way to ground myself, get some time outside, get some time to breathe away from everybody else, just listen to the birds. Today was a little cool and kind of rainy, but even in that, I love having the water on my face. So, and it wasn't pouring, I didn't get wet by any means, but just to have, I'm a water girl, Pisces, just to have that water reminding me, grounding me, the wind, the birds. I don't know, it's just taking the mundane job of walking the dog and finding some peace in it and filling myself up. It was cool. And then got home and I took a bath, and because when things get a little heavy in my head, I like to engulf myself in water, I guess. So I laid in the bath for a while, had my head under the water for probably a good hour, did some meditating, did some just relaxation techniques, and yeah, it just grounded myself, found some balance, found some peace, found some calm, and got out and was ready to take on the day. Not that there wasn't much to take on today, it was pretty low key around here, but yeah, so took some time and actually did some different kind of research on twin flame connections. It was interesting, the things I've learned. I will share them with you in another video. I just want to get my head wrapped around it a little bit more. It was looking at, well, I'll explain it next time. Anyway, so I did that, and then I was trying to figure out what to make for dinner, so I made pulled pork, but we had no buns. So I taught myself how to make dinner rolls for the first time. I've never done that before, and they turned out all right. They weren't fantastic, fantastic. They tasted all right. They were just kind of heavy, so I got to look into doing a better job and letting them rise. But they were tasty, and dinner was a hit, so everybody's happy. And again, just finding different ways to fill myself up and give back to others. The kids love it when I bake for them, so that's good. I try not to because none of us need it. But it's always nice for a change, so that's what I did. Anyway, I just wanted to use this video to say it doesn't have to be about, you know, oh look, this is a silly thing, or oh look, this is a happy thing. It's really about taking the day-to-day activities and finding the blessings within and the joy within, and how you can share that with others. And that's how we've done it for the last couple days, and I hope you can look at it and find what that looks like for you, filling your own cup, filling a cup of others. Because like I said, universal law, what you put out comes back to you tenfold. So if you're looking for happiness or joy, give it out. And yeah, so until next time. Oh wait, I was gonna show you some pictures. Hold on, I'll show you my dinner rolls. Or this, I'll just show it all to you. Hold on. Here are the cinnamon rolls. They look pretty nasty in the picture, but oh, they tasted so good. I didn't talk about this one, but Friday night we decided we were gonna make the funnel cakes from Wonderland, and I had found the recipe online. Wonderland put it out, so we tried it, and oh my god, so good, but so bad for you. A. B. Makes so much. So we had way too much for the 4 of us. Next time we'll make sure there's more people to share. Here are the buns from tonight. They look alright, but they were a little heavy. Finished pulled pork sandwiches and broccoli for dinner. Tasty. When we were at my grandma's, Little Bear was entertaining everybody by doing Ladybug's hair. So that was fun. Grandma really enjoyed that. Ooh, this has nothing to do with today, but this was one of the recipes that the kids tried. They've been learning how to cook, and it was charred corn, fresh mozzarella, marinara pizzas. Oh my goodness, it was so tasty. As I was looking through all those pictures, I found another one that I meant to share the other day, but I had forgotten. It basically says, well, believe, ask, and be grateful. It was put out for the new moon, because the new moon is all about letting go, and then asking for like what your intentions are, or putting out to the world your intentions and all that. So it was very applicable at the time, and I forgot to share it, so you know, put that in your pocket of things to remember. Believe, ask, and be grateful when you receive. Words to live by. Anyway, guess that's it for now. I have a couple other things that have come to mind. They're not about being happy or making you happy. It's more information that I've learned that I love to share with everybody. So yeah, I'll put together another video about that stuff and share it with you as soon as it's done. But until next time, dear twin flame, you are loved and you are missed.